Thank you so much for joining. My name is Smala Brown, and I am bringing you thought provoking, mind shifting wisdom. I want you to grab a notepad and a pen and prepare for a paradigm shift in the next 20 minutes. I'm not going to be before you long. It's real short and sweet. Those of you in the inner court appointees, please grab your battle strategy for today and go ahead and reclothe yourself. Um, I want to remember to do that now that we're back in sync and you get them every day. So go ahead and pull it up and read it over yourself for about a minute. It shouldn't take that long. So I want you guys to know that there are some things being released. There are some serious, serious things being released. So the title of this room is New Technology Being Introduced. Um, so for those of you who've been following me for a while, uh, you know that I hear words, I hear sayings, I get information in my sleep, in the spirit realm, through my dreams. And what I'm about to release is really, really intense. Um, I've had it for, let me see, today's August 4th, but I think I added something to it. I think I've had it for about a week now, and I've just been chewing on it, trying to figure out but he gave me what it is and how to combat it. And we're pretty much walking that right now. But basically, um, about a week ago, in that in between state that I always get words, a prophetic movement, literally, I was waking up, ears were starting to hear, life, and I heard new alien technology is going to be released into this realm and it's going to hurt people. Now, this is not a coincidence. I don't listen to her. I haven't listened to her since Crazy in Love. But again, since that is my mountain, I'm very in tune with what they do, what they release. And I'm not even going to say her name, but you know who I'm talking about. She just was on a red horse. She was just on a sea clear glass horse. You know who I'm talking about. Um, if you, how do I release this? If you've looked at the title of her songs, she has a song called Alien Goddess, if I'm not mistaken. One of the titles of her song, I was on Instagram and I'm going to pull it up. I was scrolling and it stopped and they were just like, oh, she released the tracks. And everyone was talking about everything else. I think there was like 10 songs on there. And literally, there was one that said Alien Superstar. Nobody addressed it. They addressed every other one. Let me see. Track list. They addressed every other one. So it's I'm That Girl, Cozy, Alien Superstar, Cut It Off, Energy, featuring Beam, Break My Soul, Church Girl, Plastic Off the Sofa. They called out every other title. And I was just like, y'all don't see that? You don't see that. When I say they're getting more bold, I'm not gonna go there. But those of you who know me, you already know where I would go. I'm not at liberty to release that. But I need you guys to pay attention. Alien Superstar, somebody else, Kyrie Irving, I think that's his name. I don't really know their names. Basketball star. He scrolling through Instagram. He's warming up for practice. And Survey, come here for a second. He's warming up for practice. And he does this weird, I'ma stand, open that door, and lean forward. And he leans beyond comprehension. Then there's another one where he leans back. I'm sorry, my lighting is. He leans all the way back. And again, or to the side. And again, beyond what a natural person can do. And in the comments, there was like, I told you he's alien. I told you he's not from here. Now, they make jokes about stuff like that, but I need y'all to understand it's real. I need y'all to understand that a lot of the technology that we're using, it is alien technology. I have been saying, for those of you who've been following me for at least a year and some change now, since last year, I have been reiterating and saying it over and over. The enemy has released new technology. I never said what, into our realm, and we need to ask God for the same new technology to combat that. I don't know how many of you are praying that, but I know I have. We need angels with new technology to be able to combat the demonic new technology. You can't keep calling on these old angels that have swords. I told you, angels I've been calling on have been coming with galactic guns that shoot like circular powder. It's just beyond comprehension. Sword, we're not back in the BC. Okay, a sword might work here and there. Some of them have galactical boots on. I'm like, what in the world? And the things that they're giving me in my sleep, in my dreams, in my spirit world, whatever the Holy Spirit takes me, wherever it takes me, he takes me, it's not normal. It's not a regular gun. My body morphs. Literally, it said, new alien technology is going to be released into this realm, and it's going to hurt people. I'm just sounding the alarm. Now, what he said was, you can defeat the technology with the realm of love. You are the one to repress the code core. I have no idea what that means. I'm still digging. I'm still researching. I'm just releasing it to those who are bold enough to dig with me. Those who are not scared. If he's releasing the information, it's because we can do it. We can take over. We can combat it. But if excuse me, if someone else got it and they're not releasing it, how can we combat it if we don't know what we're supposed to combat? And that is the truth. A lot of you are getting these things, but you're too scared because church is not going to receive it. You're too scared because you don't even believe it. We're too scared. We shrink instead of operating in what he's giving you. New alien technology. Your phone is alien technology. Okay. My dad is military, ex-military. And I've told you guys this before. I remember when I was in college or maybe out of college, I think it was in college. And I said, Dad, they finally have read receipt in email. He goes, that's old. I said, no, it ain't. He said, yes, it is. I said, Dad, they just announced it. He goes, in the military, we've been had that. You guys, we're like 10 years behind our military. They're dropping us little bits of technology. So those things, remember when we saw, I don't know if it was Mission Impossible or it was something where he was moving the screens by air. That was what, early 2000s? They already have that. So whatever you see on TV right now that you think is just TV magic, that's real. Those are the things that they actually have. Cloned, all of that. So you have to stop being scared, one, and you have to start acknowledging that what they show you on TV, they're telling you and they're showing you their hand. We don't look at it like that. So I'm just coming on. That's why I said this is not going to be long. I gave you what it is, and it's intended to hurt people. But technology does hurt us. It stops us from being loving. It stops us from being social. It makes us antisocial. You know what the real purpose of technology is? When 9/11 hit and they did that Patriotism Act, they wanted to be able to tap your phone without having to ask you. So they used fear, blow up the towers, and now everyone's like, absolutely, you can just tap my phone, you can find them. Now you have no privacy. So technology removes privacy. Technology stops human interaction. Social media is not really social. If you have a kid growing up and all he does is social media, put him in a room with other 10-year-olds. Awkward as all get out. Can't communicate. Don't touch me. When you hug them, they're stiffened. Technology does hurt us. Then there's the other side, the radiation side. Your Wi-Fi. There's Wi-Fi in your car. Some of you, there's Wi-Fi in your home. Do you turn your Wi-Fi off at night? They can listen to your conversation through Wi-Fi. I mean, it's everywhere. If it's not in your home, it's in your car. If it's not in your car, it's in the grocery store. If it's not in the grocery, when do we get away from it? And then you wonder why everyone's popping up sick and your cells are multiplying and doing all these crazy things. New technology already on top of what we already have that's already doing damage. I can't even imagine. I cannot even imagine what it is. But he didn't tell me what it is. He just said new technology, alien technology is being introduced. Could be 5G. We know what 5G is already. 5G is no joke. It could be more than that. Got new phones coming out for Apple every fall. Could be something in that. We don't know. But I'll tell you one thing. It's said and it's going to hurt people. But we never say it's the technology. In all these years, we've never said, oh, people who grow up and have issues mentally, it's because as a baby, they've had the radiation in their hands and at their face. People are now having, I don't even know how to say it, degenerative disc issues in their neck because they're looking at their phone and their head is down. When normally you don't get that till you're in your 50s, 60s. We're definitely evolving, but new alien technology is being released. And how do you combat it? You defeat the technology with love, the dimension of love. And then, like you said, you are one to do repress code core. I have no idea what that means. None. But I'm still digging. And anyone else who's going to dig, whoever else that's hit your spirit, it's for you. We've got to protect ourselves, our kids, our earth. So I have a couple of, I told you I wasn't going to be on here long because it's not one to just keep talking about. And God told me yesterday to start Love University. Yep. Oh, I love that. Sorry if I wasn't supposed to say that. My bad. Anybody have anything they want to add? Anybody have anything they want to say? You can either drop it in the chat or you can raise your hand. But pretty much, I just wanted to come on here and give you the warning that I heard, that there's new technology that's being introduced into the earth, and it is harmful. It is new alien technology. Many people are not going to listen. Many people are going to be so ecstatic because we want the future so bad, the flying cars. We want all of that so bad that we're willing to destroy the earth to get it. We're willing to destroy humanity to get it. I'm telling you, our kids are growing up less social, don't want to go outside. I force my kids, get off those tablets and go outside. Go outside and don't come back till I call you. Shoot, when I was in school, we just came home when the street lights came on, when your favorite show came on, but you were outside. I was an outdoor kid. I was either playing my sport, practicing, or running around. Nowadays, our neighborhood, we have tons of kids that live right a block away from a school. It's quiet. They're all inside. And that is horrible. Social media is not really social. It's false. It's a false sense of social security, and that's what they do. Everything they do is a false sense of what it is. The new metaverse, look at those movies. Look at those movies that warned us before that the metaverse, these people, there's a couple of movies out there that are old, like 1990s, and some that are just in 2010, where they show you that there is a metaverse, and they get so engulfed that you look at them and they're the best looking woman or man, fit man, got money. They're the best thing since sliced bread on the metaverse. But you look at their house, it's a mess. You look at them, they've got a big old beer belly. That's what they want. They want you to be so engulfed in this technology that you forget about real world. We're doing it now. How many of you go to dinner? How many of you are at dinner in your home and everybody has a gadget? Or you're all watching a movie and everybody has a gadget. In my home, we have a rule. There's no gadgets when we watch movie, when we eat at the dinner table, and definitely when we go out to eat. And every time we go out to eat, not every time, but a good amount of time when we go out to eat, we get compliments from the waitresses. And I've told you guys this. The waitresses are like, my God, I just have to say, good job, mom and dad. And we look at them like, why? Especially the first time we were like, what are you talking about? Like, this is our norm. They were just like, I'm a waiter. And you'd be surprised how many families come in, the kids' heads are down and the parents' heads are down. Nobody's talking. Can I get your order? Oh, they look up just to order and go right back down. We play rock, paper, scissors, shoot. We figure out other things. We play with the coloring tic-tac-toe. I purposefully said no gadgets at the table, even at home. No gadgets. Can I just listen to music? No. You need to understand there's a time and a place for gadgets. Some adults don't even know that. And there is a time and a place. And you can't expect your kids to do something you're not, because we know they follow us. They don't follow what we say, they follow what we do. So if you're an adult who's attached to your phone, I would say go on a fast from it and put it down. And don't say you're not attached to it, because trust me, you are. We all are at some point. And I fast from my phone periodically. And I literally, the Lord, and it's been on there since, it's been a year. He said, I need you to fast from your phone. I said, all right. He goes, not a normal fast. I want you to put your phone on do not disturb from nighttime at 10 o'clock, which is my bedtime, to 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock the next day. I said, all right. My God, I got so much done. I didn't realize that every ding, not every ding, but the ding in the back of your mind is, I wonder who that is. I wonder who that is. And it distracts you. I may not have run and checked it. I may not have opened it immediately, because trust me, I have missed my text messages like 300. I'm not that one. You could sit right there and I'm doing what I got to do in real world. But I had my areas. It would literally mess with my mind. And I'd be like, I wonder who that is. Do they need me? When I did that for a week straight, I got so much done. I spent more time with my kids. And I was just like, wow, I never took it off. My do not disturb, it turns to amber to help with the coloring before I can go to sleep at 10 o'clock. And then my bedtime is 10:45. It's on do not disturb all the way until 1. That way, unless it's an emergency, the person that I put on there has to call me at least twice. And then they'll get through. If they get through, I know it's an emergency. It's either my husband, my mom, my dad, or my brother, or somebody. But it's not just, I'm not that easily accessible, because it's way too many things in the technology. You've got Clubhouse, DM, Instagram, Facebook can call you. It's too much. It is way too much access, and it keeps you tied into that world. I'm about this world, in the spirit world. I'm not about to add a third world. We're not doing that. That's too many worlds for me to have to maintain and keep up with. So I pass that to you. Try it. Seriously. Put your phone on do not disturb at a certain time of the day. You will be surprised, because you forget about your phone because it's not dinging, it's not buzzing. And in the beginning, I'd have that ghost buzz. Is my phone buzzing? And I'd be like, wow, Smiley, you really are somewhat addicted. Then that died down. Then it was, I hear a ding or the sound. I'd be like, then now a year and a half later, I've never taken it off, because I like it. I like the peace. I like the consistency that I have in the morning. And then it keeps me on track. I get what I need done in the morning. So someone says, seems the warning is in lyrics too, with troubleshoot test of the entire system part of the. See, I didn't even listen to it. Wow. The voice of person who has passed. Oh, the blood of Jesus. I didn't even go to the lyrics. I probably need to. I would read them before I listen to it, though, because she's not speaking over me. You're speaking the truth. This is confirmation. I changed my phone number just 2 days ago, and it's been amazing. Yep. The silence, the detachment. I'm telling you, this metaverse, look, don't sleep. Everything that's happening is divinely orchestrated by God, but it's also divinely orchestrated by the demonic kingdom. They're breaking down our real world and building up this fake world. And if you get sucked in, we've got young adults that are not going to know how to communicate. Why do you think we have these shootings? Let me go there real quick. Why do you think we have these shootings? Because these kids, these 18 and 20-year-olds, they're the babies. That would be 2021, 2001, 2000, right? 22 years old. We're 2022. Those are the babies that were born with a doggone phone in their hand. They don't know how to cope. They don't know how to express their emotions, because all they did was watch internet and TV. Those are the kids now that are shooting up places because they're isolated. They don't feel connected, but that's what the digital world did to them. And we're perpetrating it and we're allowing them. These kids, all these kids, the Uvalde shooting, the one that drove, the other one that drove from state to go to New York, all those kids, they're all under 25. Phones came out in 96-ish. Do the math. That's what we're up against. They are desensitizing humans of a life. First movies, shoot 'em up, bang, bang, all day long, blood, gore, all that. And now you're cutting off humanity. And now it's even worse. 2020, how did it feel when you were first able to hug your mom or someone who didn't live with you? I know how I felt when I went to the grocery store and it was packed. I felt, and I'm not an anxious person. I'm not a person who feels any of that. But boy, I was like, oh, it's crowded. We never said that unless it was really, really crowded. But we were used to crowded grocery stores. But because of the pandemic, the lines were shorter. So our patients were about that long when we came back, and now the lines are longer. And bumping into people, you were like, oh, what is this? What is this? Just stop and think about what has happened. They are trying to make us a touchless, no loving, in person society. And I say they, the inorganic ones, the ones who run this earth, who are supposed to be here. This is their time. Why? Let me wrap this up and put it and tie it in a nice little bow. Why are they making us lose focus on humanity and focus on metaverse in the digital world? Why are they pulling us back and stopping us 6 feet apart so that we're not touching each other? How many babies die in the NICU a day because no one's touching them? How many? We need touch. We need love. You know why they're doing that? Because more people are going to start pulling out their guns because we don't care anymore. We're desensitized to the human touch. That's why he said you combat this new alien technology with the dimension of love. But let me tell you how hard that's going to be. And I'm not speaking it, I'm just being real. You have to love that person that slaps you in the face. I'm not saying being boo-boo the fool. I'm not saying be nobody's doormat, because I'm only Jesus's doormat. That's it. What I'm saying is you're going to have those people that don't want love. You're assigned to them. You're going to have those people who are hard-hearted. You're assigned to them. You're going to have those people who are unwilling to receive your love. You're assigned to them. It's not the person that receives your love. It's not the person that takes it and says, thank you, I feel so much. No, that's not it. It's the group of people that when you give love, they spit in your face. It's the group of people, your cousin, your sister-in-law, your brother-in-law, your mom, your dad. It's those people that you go and try to give love to, and they push back, and they give you the cold shoulder. And you say, well, I mean, I tried. No, you didn't. That's your assignment. Get back in there. That's how we're going to defeat. You know why? Because they're grooming people to be desensitized to the human touch. And if you allow it in your home and in your kids, in your nephews and nieces and your assignments, that's how the world is going to go. And we're going to have more of these shootings because these kids don't care. 22, maybe 25 max, 1996. Other than that, only rich, high, wealthy people had them big old block phones. We talking about when the masses got cell phones was between 97 and 2001. And every baby had one. Those babies are now 21, 22, 19. Look at the age of these young men that are shooting up our schools, shooting up grocery stores because someone don't like them, because they're depressed. They don't care about life because they've never been touched, hugged, loved on. Love conquers all things, and love is the only thing that can't fail. So, someone said they're trying to normalize isolation, which is opposite. Exactly. Normalize staying in your house and not coming out and staying on that doggone VR and in the metaverse. Nah, hours pass by and you ain't even got up to eat or get fresh air. The sun, not even getting the sun. Okay. Yes, humanity is absolutely under attack. And someone else said, because some of these parents let their kids raise themselves, they have no direction in life. They look to the world, and social media for guidance. These kids need love. They're not getting in their homes, and that's our job. So when we walk by certain kids, like yesterday, And then I'm gonna wrap it up. Nobody raised their hand. So yesterday we went to the grocery store, and a young man says, "Would you like to support a young entrepreneur?" They were African American, two young African Americans, probably in their mid 20s, maybe a little younger. And I said, "Sure," on the way out. And my daughter goes, "Mommy, we already bought from them." I said, "Okay." And we came out, and she goes, "But I want the purple shirt." And I looked at her like, "But I thought we already bought from them." So, which is cool. So I looked at him and I said, "You take cards?" She goes, "Mommy, we've already been through this. They only take Cash App, Apple Pay, or whatever other, digital money way." And I was like, he goes, "Oh, I do remember you now. We were up in the other side." I said, "Yep." And I bought it and I blessed them. I said, "I pray that your business takes off," and kept it moving. And she goes, "So why do we, no, my son goes, "So why do we keep buying from them?" I said, "They're young. They're African American. They could be doing anything else to get money. I'm going to put money in their pocket to show them keep going." I said, "You want people to pay into mommy's business, right?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "So you got to give to get." That was a teaching moment. That was an actionable, right now, real time teaching moment. And I say that because we have to pour into them when they're doing good. That's my way of showing, like, "Oh, she's a repeat." Yes, I am. And I will buy every time I see them. It's a shirt. They could be out there slanging, banging. They could be out there robbing me. They could be doing the opposite. Why would I? And then I have young boys. Why wouldn't I? But you know how many people walked by them? They could be at home playing on the video game, bumming, slumming, trying to beg their mom for money. I mean, there's just so many things that I was just like, nope, I'm going to pour into them. And I'm going to keep pouring into them. So, yes. So my grandson started to poop in his pants because he didn't want to stop playing the video. Like, what? Where's your mom? That's not funny. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing because, yeah, that would be like, "Yo, dude, you about to be banned from it till you can pause and go to the restroom." I feel you on that one. Okay, so the last thing, I thank you guys for joining. This has been Smalley Brown with World Changers on new technologies being introduced to the world. I'm gonna say it again. Yeah, he's learning. Okay. New alien technology is being released into this realm. If you're just hopping on, go back and listen to the whole thing. I got this word, and it's going to hurt people. I talked about the new song, the title of the song. I talked about there's plenty other people who are talking about they're alien, they're not from this planet, and y'all just acting like they just talking. Elon Musk said multiple times, "I'm not from here," and I told you I'm not. And y'all keep laughing at him. He's telling you who he is. The enemy don't lie. He's a liar. But when he tells you something, it's usually the truth on his pathway. Listen to what I'm saying. The enemy is a liar because it's the opposite of what God wants for you. But when he tells you something and you believe it, it becomes your reality because now you're on his timeline. Catch that. Catch that. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. So he's not just a liar. Okay? He literally tells the truth when you make it your truth. When you make it reality. Um, so yes. Thank you for on YouTube. It's always a pleasure, you guys. Give me a like. Thank you for the comment. Give me a follow. Let me know what other information, what other topics you guys are interested in. Definitely. If you're on Clubhouse, thank you as always. If you're new, welcome. And I thank you. If you're not already following the club, please do so. If you're not following me, please do so. Hit the bell, hit always, because my rooms do hide. They glitch, and it is what it is. I'm combating it as much as I can, and I will keep combating it because they're not going to silence me because it's another world. And it's the technology that they don't want us to disrupt. But that's what we do. As world changers, we disrupt everything. I disrupt everything and all things concerning you. Every time you come in my room, you're choosing to shift. So I thank you for coming because you don't have to. You literally could be like, "Man, she's really out there. She's really," but you know what? That's my job. That's my mountain. That's who I am. And that's what I'm supposed to do. So if this sounds like you, join me. Join me. I'm on Clubhouse. I'm on YouTube. Join my channel. We have an agenda. We have a mandate, and our mandate is to prevent deaths, prevent deaths in your marriages, to prevent death in your purpose, in your calling. It is time to walk it out and stop hiding and stop shrinking. Okay? We have come too far, and we are at the point of no return. Literally at the point of no return. We are at the peak of the straits. For those of you in the inner courts, it's over this Saturday. We made it. This Saturday is the 6th of August, but it's the 9th of off. We made it. We're almost into the peak. Well, we are into the peak of the Lion's Gate. We made it. So we're right there. You know where we are? We're at the Ring of Fire. How many of you have had a baby naturally? How many of you had a baby and they told you where you were? Just one more push. I see the hair. I see his hair. I see her hair. I see their head. That's where we are. That one last push and boom, the baby comes out. That's where we are. We're right there. So don't give up. Don't let any of the frustration get to you. Vibe high, stay as high as you can. Stay on another frequency. I don't care who comes in your face. Trust me, I've had everything. I told you guys in the private video that anger, woo, I haven't felt that since I was 10, 9, 8, young. But that thing reared its ugly head and I had to deal with it. But I did not sin. I refused to sin. So I'm not saying you're perfect. I'm not saying you're not going to encounter overwhelmingness or fear or destruction or any of those things. What I'm saying is when it comes, don't sin. What I'm saying is when it comes, repent, dust yourself off and get back up. Don't let it take root. And this is not a one-time thing. This is from now on. If you stay on a certain frequency, you're going to start seeing the other people fall off. So many people have fallen off in my life. And since CERN, since July 5th, it's only a month. Shoot, tomorrow's a month. And a lot of people have fallen off. Why? Because they're vibing low and I can't do that. I'm not doing that. So if you got to go, deuces. If you can't hang, deuces. I'm not doing that. I'm not losing what my God says is mine in this season for anybody else to make them feel comfortable or okay in their own skin. I'm vibing as high as I can, period. And I'm going to stay there. I am going to stay there. Why am I going to stay there? Because if I stay there, I'm now guaranteed my blessing. And that's what I want you guys to know. Don't. And my kids are young, but I refuse to let them get me there. I'm taking the necessary vitamins that help you control your emotions. They're out there. I'm taking the necessary precautions. I'm getting the rest. You don't want to give the enemy a foothold. As an elite athlete, I know what I got to do. I had to go to bed early. I had to fuel my body with the right stuff. I had to drink water. I had to eat the right things, get the adequate amount of rest to then go out there, train, and then bust my butt when I need to get to the next level. It's the same thing. I'm trying to get to the next level. And if that's what you're about, then join me. And I give you the tools. I show you what to do in the inner courts. If you don't do it, that's on you. But I show you exactly what to do verbatim. I show you what I'm doing, which then you can make it your own. You don't have to copy me. You can start with what I give you and then make it your own. But I'm telling you right now, there are people around you that are going to keep falling off. And if you don't allow them to fall, they're going to bring you down. The world is splitting. I told you that in the last couple of videos back. The world is splitting. There's a new earth. It's in the word. Go find it. New earth and the old earth. It's not when we die. It's not when we get raptured. It's right now. There's a world that is in inflation. There's a world that's in lack. There's a world that's in this famine. There's a world that's in this pandemic. And then there's a world that's choosing to believe other. There's a world where millionaires are being birthed. There's a world where people are healthy. There's a world where things are working and your money is flowing. Choose which one you want to live in, because I know which one I'm living in. That's where we are. There's two worlds going on, and the two people that represent the two worlds. So with that, I'm going to leave you guys. Thank you for joining me as always. It's always a pleasure. You guys are amazing. Thank you for sharing this on YouTube. Thank you for sharing it on your Facebook. Get the word out. We're going to know what this technology looks like. I promise you something new is coming this fall. If my name is not Somalia, Something new is coming this fall. Elon Musk has a new phone trying to come out. I don't know if it's still in the works because he's got a lot going on with that Twitter and all that. But I'm gonna tell you, I was like, oh, because I don't want Apple's even coming out with a car. Like it's just too much. I'm good. So I was like, well, I would love to go because again, I'm a disruptor. So everyone has Apple, everyone has Android. I was BlackBerry for that reason. Well, there's a new phone coming out and it's under Elon Musk. But you know what? I said, no, thank you. You can keep it. When he said, wouldn't it be amazing if your phone could read your thoughts? Absolutely not. Not saying these phones aren't doing it already, because trust me, the way me and technology work, they've read my thoughts because I've thought something and it popped up on my phone and I'm like, nope, that's not a coincidence. These frequencies are tapping into the alien technology is no joke. You got to learn to protect yourself around it. So that new phone that he's trying to bring out, I said, I'm good. I'm good. Nope, you're not getting me. So you guys have an amazing day, amazing rest of your Thursday, and I will be back again soon. Whenever I get a word, whenever I get another warning or another sound the alarm, because that's who I am. I sound the alarm so that we can change the world. I can't do it by myself, so I implore you to help me in your area, your jurisdiction. So thank you for joining. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for engaging. And you guys enjoy the rest of your day. This live and this room on Clubhouse is closing and ending in 3. You guys are so welcome. Thank you for always joining and supporting me. 3, 2, and 1. Have a good day.